Number 5676, July 19th. I farm a field. I work in the fields where I don't see anybody. From horizon to horizon, it is just my field, and above it is the sun. There is the occasional tree to break the monotony, but what else is there? It is the loneliest place on earth, but also one of the most beautiful. In only a short time, some weeks later, this field will be bursting with life. Rows and rows of crops. If I decide to plant one thing, it will be here in a few weeks right in front of my very eyes. But if it is another, that is what I will see instead. I have the power to make that decision. I am walking along the path I have trod many times before. Ahead of me, there seems to be something in the dirt. It is a pile of logs that have been rolled there from somewhere. They have been rolled into a circle. In the center, there are ashes. In the ashes are small lumpy things. I poke around for some time until the slow realization of what I am looking at hits me into sudden, sharp knowledge. I am horrified to realize, upon investigation, that I have come across the scene of a black mass. The evidence is everywhere. I go to my barn and find rakes and shovels. I dig a deep pit and throw everything into it and fill it with dirt. It is not what I want or need. In the weeks that follow, I shoot at several trucks that enter my fields and drive around. They seem to be looking for something, but I don't know what it could be. I am busy plowing my fields. I plow up books everywhere. They clog the machinery of my tractor. Everywhere there are skulls of some sort or another. Crosses there are too, and horns. Every evening I go to the local tavern and tell my compadres what I am finding. They care not for what I say and think I am insane. I disagree. It is the earth that is insane, as are they. I plant my seeds, but they do not grow well. Then, when they do come up, they are tentacles. At the top of each tentacle is a skull. They grab at me and won't let go. I feel my life has become a movie. This ain't no party. This ain't no disco. I decide to start again. I farm a field. The field is my home, and my mother and my father. They are good to me and take care of me. I love the soil and let it trickle through my fingers. I rarely spend time with other people. They are fools, but the soil listens to me and I can trust the soil. I write poems to my farm and my soil and my land, the good earth that brings me crops that I can sell. If every square, every decameter were a house, then I could have my own city. But that is not what I want. Houses on rocky soil or under trees and forests can give people shelter, but we cannot eat our houses either. When the sun goes down in the evening, I see the soil change color, and it tells me what I should do the next day. This is how it communicates with me. On rainy days, I put a whiteboard on a slope and water rolls over it, carrying with it soil. The soil spells out great words of praise, and I know that the soil and I will always be together. Sometimes when I am ready to plant my crops, I talk to the soil and perform an ancient fertility rite. I kneel down and smell the mustiness of the soil. Then I am overcome by desire for the deep earth. I must plant corns and carrots. I sow the field with corn seeds. But this is my mother, my provider. I eat what I grow, and the soil eats what I give it to survive. The people from the cities dream of coming here. I see the advertisements on television, where the farm is the ideal place to promote milk and cheese and dairy goods, or any other thing. I don't see them coming to my farm. But time goes by, and some days I do see them. They are lying in the ditch, their heads poking up slightly. They think that I can't see them, but there they are. My farm eyes can see anything that is different on my land. First, there are only 2 or 3, and I can tolerate them. But later, there are more and more. They are watching me. I know those city heads. Finally, the ditch is lined with nothing but their heads. They have made my land just as crowded as their cities, and I simply cannot have that. Soon they'll want to build condominiums here. Is that what this is all about? I walk over to the ditch one day with my rake and shovel to bury those heads. As I near the ditch, they all disappear at once, and when I get to the ditch and look in, I see the last of them dissolving into the soil. It has sucked them up and is protecting them. The following days are the saddest ever for me. Nothing is coming up out of the soil. Finally, when something does, it is tentacles that wave about and try to grab me. When they flower, there are skulls at the end waving about. This ain't no party. This ain't no disco. I decide to start again. I farm my field. Days go by and nothing changes on my farm, and that is how I want it to be always. I know that love that I have known in my soil, and what it brought me to sell at market. I have done as people all over the world have done and still do in some countries. Irrigation is one thing. Water, constant care as if it were an invalid, new kinds of seeds, and the fertilizer 5676, plus some pesticides. They all kill my soil, and each crop comes out looking mangier than the last. Soon I will give my farm to my son who doesn't know how to farm. Then he will sell it for a lot of money and travel the world, and we will never have land again.